as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Let's go, fellas.
On the set.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Ready?
On first down, Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Come on.
Mike 55.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason looking deep for Hilton. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Indy. 48 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Down.
Watch quick.
He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the other?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Got it.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, Zoo.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
Hey, Haywood. Look at me. Zipper.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Rip right. Kill.
Get it.
On first down, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check 24, check 24. No.
Now Tannehill. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
Hey, stand off.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Throwing to start the drive. Eason. And some room to roll now. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yo, cheetah.
On the counter, it's Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
15, squeeze. Get it.
On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill into the hands of his receiver Anderson. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On third down, Taylor. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Back to throw. Eason. Complete to Hilton. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 yards.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a fourth down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope.
Ready, set.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for first and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Yes, yes.
Check 99.
Up two.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Ready, ready.
55. All day. All day.
Let go.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Leo. Snap.
On third down, it's Taylor, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on third and 5, third and 6, third and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. From the gun, Eason. He's going to let this go end zone. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Bravo. Get it.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here I come again.
Throwing on first down. Eason under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jayon Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Tannehill goes underneath for Henry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Tannehill now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now Tannehill, and he's got it complete to Anderson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, Charlie! Yep.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to air one out for it, and that's caught inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 37, check 37. Hey, high 7.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. To the air again, Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
High.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Shoot.
A final shot before break. Eason. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Down. 10 over.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Tannehill now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Out. Shoot. Sponge.
Derrick Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? 8-3. Hey, box truck.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, let go.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, orbit.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December,
giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Off play action, Tannehill. Complete, it's Henry. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Walker. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Taylor. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They run with Taylor, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Second time, defense, let's go.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run with Taylor. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Go on.
Under 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down. It's Taylor, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Charles. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Move. 4 down. Check.
Here's Tannehill. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Titans are 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Go.
Henry out of the pistol. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They snap it to Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch 17, watch 17.
On the 2.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
On second and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Tannehill. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Look at me. Zipper.
Banjo, banjo.
Get it.
Tannehill now to throw. This one caught by Davis. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season.
Leo, hurry.
Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Hard. Big grip.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
30 base.
54 Mike. Here we go. Check.
Undercrunch. Hey, lock it.
Check. Rush in.
Ready?
On first down, it's Taylor.
Check out.
They find some open field here. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Colts, the win moves them a couple
Slide it through your mind.